could see the demons all in my eyes.
So when I showed my wife this video, I had to explain to her that this wasn't AI and this was for realsies JR slapping his hams, busting it down Sooner style. Having to re-explain heel Michael Cole and the laptop anonymous GM was a nightmare. But hey, speaking of the lovely Mrs. Sponge, I want to tell you guys something. Every time she sees this guy, Lexi King, on TV, she gets the ick. And I'll tell you why. This guy right here from the Hunger Games, every time she sees Lexi King, she's reminded of Seneca Crane because of the beard, and I think that's hilarious. Personally, I think he looks more like Dr. Lovelace from the Wild Wild West, but that's just me. Speaking of Lexi King, once upon a time, I was fortunate enough to be there when he wrestled my brother-in-law down in Indianapolis. Go check this video out. And this was actually a really cool interaction. The show itself wasn't anything to write home about. I think it only had about 15 people for the turnout, most of which I think were the promoters' friends and family. And I really hate using these terms, but a lot of this show was filled with a lot of trash bag wrestlers and mud show wrestlers. But before the show, Brian Pillman was up by the ring, chilling out, hanging out with some of the other talent. And so my brother-in-law and I go up to him and we introduce ourselves. My brother-in-law, being the wrestler, introduces himself first. And then I introduce myself and let him know I'm the photographer doing videography for the show. And he had asked me if I had been to the locker room yet to ask anyone if they needed anything done in terms of like photos, video, promo shoots, anything like that. And I told him no, because I hadn't been invited to the back. I would never go to the locker room unless I was explicitly invited by either the promoter or one of the talents that are not my brother-in-law. And that was a rule I had for any show that I went to. I would not go to the locker room unless I had direct invitation. And I'm going to say it, but this gorgeous motherfucker commended me for that. He also did ask me if I was a wrestler, which I was flattered at that point in time. But looking back and seeing who that locker room was filled with, I don't know if it was the compliment I think it was. Hey, I just wanted to get on here to tell everyone that my wife is a little funny and that I'm a Lexi King fanboy for life. But hey, let me know what kind of experiences you guys may have had at indie shows, or maybe just with a talent at indie shows. How often do you go to indie shows? But let me know. Like, share, comment, follow, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.